Well, our older two were teenagers. They were quite a lot older than our youngest daughter, and our oldest daughter didn't live with us for very long when we started fostering. Not because we started fostering, but she moved in with her boyfriend. They were very supportive. I mean, if you ask our children, they say we're a fostering family. You know, they're very supportive and have been from day one.
Yeah, because it wasn't our decision.
It was a family
we had
decision.
the whole family had to want to do it.
And you have to do that.
You have to do that.
You know, because it does affect your grown-up children as well. Probably the one who was most affected was our youngest daughter, who was 11 at the time. And I think if you ask her, she would say, well, I know she would say, because she has said it many times, that, you know, obviously there were hard times, but support was always at hand. You know, if there's been times when maybe she's been struggling a little bit with maybe what she'd witnessed, then, you know, there was always support from Futures for Children literally on tap, and it has, you know, it has literally been there for her, and she's used that support to help her through perhaps a difficult time. But she definitely says that it made her more emotionally intelligent. She says that, you know, many times, and in fact, she doesn't want to be a foster carer because she doesn't, you know, want to do that particular part of the job, but she's training to be a counsellor at the moment. You know, it's something she always wanted to do and didn't have the opportunity, and she's actually this year gone back to university because she wants to train to be a counsellor and she wants to help children, you know, because of the job we've done. Well, I think, like I said earlier, you know, my youngest daughter would say that it's made her more emotionally intelligent. I think, you know, she'd had quite a sheltered upbringing, well, all three of them had, so it's kind of opened their eyes to the difficulties, you know, that perhaps other children and other families have. But, I mean, if you speak to them about it now, they're still very positive about it, you know, and I say they've always been really, really supportive. And I think one of the things that was said in our initial assessment when the social worker comes around and visits your family is they're not surprised that that's what we were doing, you know, that we wanted to do that. I think, obviously very personally, with our experience, I didn't realise just quite how much it would affect our birth children. Our younger child in particular, because she lived all the way through with us through it. Obviously seeing us dealing with some challenging behaviour, it didn't occur to me that her protective side would come out, because I'm her mum and I'm used to, you know, doing all the things that a mum does for her. And she used to get upset for me, you know, because she used to see her mum obviously trying her best, and when there's challenging times, you know, and I didn't quite realise how protective my children are or would be of me, you know, and that it would, you know, affect them seeing perhaps me have a child shouting at me or whatever, you know. With our youngest, she's, I mean, I don't know if you approve of tattoos or not, but she had one put on her ribs, and it's the date that T and E come to live with us, and it says, I can't remember the exact wording, but it's along the lines of not sisters by blood, but sisters by love. You know. And they've been bridesmaids for our eldest daughter when she got married. They're going to be bridesmaids this October for our youngest daughter, you know, when she gets married. So, you know, that's priceless, really. You know, that's lovely. So, you know, for all the bickering and maybe the times when our youngest daughter,
what are we doing?
Or our youngest daughter thought, you know, it's not fair. Why are you being horrible to my mum or my dad when they're only trying to help you? There you are, you know, as I say, it all works out in
Okay.
the end, you know, and she refers to them as her sisters and they refer to her as their sister, you know.